first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Love going to air this out to start. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He's got a man left. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Love on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first. Handoff running left. Jacobs can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Bronx. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Escapes the pocket. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Fails to find his running back. And it's going to be 2nd down. Nix from the gun. Packers are all over it. He goes down. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. He finds Ingram working downfield here. He will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Nix now on 1st and 10. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Buys time, rolling right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Took his shot at 6 that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
That's caught for the first. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Again, it's Dobbins. And this time the defense rallies to him. He's stopped for a loss. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Catch made. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Here we go on 4th, Nix. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game.
That's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
Completes this one to Kraft. And this gets him well away from danger as he is off past their 20. We've reached the end of the first quarter. The Packers on top early. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Love out of the shotgun. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down. Back to the air. Love. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Left side into the hands of Dobbs. And a nice game here, but it's stopped short of the first. Rolling the dice on 4th. It's Love. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's brought down at the line. All right, here we go. 2nd down. A give right side to Dobbins. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down. 6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. This finds Franklin. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Finds Mims. And they're going to have first and goal, Bronk, as he gets out of bounds right around the 9.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Ball placed at the 7. It's second and goal. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Forced out to his right. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball. As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams...
And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos start to fight back with their first points of this game. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is first and 10. Love from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Quite a defensive battle, Bronk, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lambeau after this. Third and 2. Love to throw. Has his man. It stops. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. First down from the 42. Throwing again. Love. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. This one misses the tight end. And now it's second down. Love to throw again. On the move, hit it right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
He's got the first down grab and still going. And they get this down to the 28. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Here we go. Check right. Ready?
This is Jacobs running left. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
3-3. Here we go.
Going run again with Jacobs. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. First down run netted them nothing. Here is second and 10. They stick with Jacobs. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. So a tough spot now. This is third and 9. And air it out on third. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. Now it's Brandon McManus to attempt this Packers field goal. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards.
Going to feel just a little bit better going into halftime anytime you score points right before the final frame, and for the kicker, he pays off his teammates' hard work.
And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. On first down, it's Nix. He puts some juice on a deep throw. They connect on the deep shot. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running. Throwing on first down, Nix. He's loaded another one up. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. The kick by Lutz is good. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. A give to Dobbins to start the third. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Nix off the play action. Mims with the grab. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Working quickly here. Second down, give to Harvey. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. Third down coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Third down, a run by Dobbins. A lot of space ahead. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, you know, the best of them take advantage of it.
Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On the draw, they give to Harvey. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 3rd and goal, here's Nix. Flushed out now to his left. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, I mean, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So the offense staying on the field from a bit of a distance here. They're going for it on 4th and goal. He'll throw it. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take the lead right away in half number 2. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Love. Chased out to his right. It's cut right side by Watson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Offense to the line fast.
10 cycles.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. He's back to throw. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That was Micah Parsons making that play. 1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Nix. And they bring him down around the 34.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Taking a chance to the end zone. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Love out of the shotgun. It is cut left side. And in a blink, they are out to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. 1st down throw. Here's Love. Buys time, rolling right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Going deep here for the end zone. And they don't connect looking deep there, but this play's not quite over yet. There's a flag on the field. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. He's going to try another deep one here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Once more, it's Love. Sends this to the end zone. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Throwing his Love on 3rd. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this. Looking to throw. Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. Offense is set, 1st and 10.
10 cycles. It's ready.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Love from the gun. Dumps it on. Jacobs. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. And dose of the hurry up here.
Ready?
In the red zone on 1st. Forced out to his right. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers now trailed by just a point in the 4th. Christian Watson with the touchdown. So Love brings his Packers to the line. They're going for 2. All right, they're going to throw for it. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. The tie was just a kick away, Brock. It was just a kick away. Still trailing by 1 now. What do you think? Are they regretting the decision to go for 2?
I think you and I are on the same page. Just by the way you called that, you thought what I thought. Just get this game to overtime. Tie the game. But here's what we don't have. And I think what would be most fascinating is I'd love to hear the coaches that entire drive. I'd love to be on the headsets. Because I hope for that team's sake it was not a rash decision made in the moment, but a calculated one talked about well before they pulled the trigger.
He has this down to the 34. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Denver. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Shotgun hands off to Harvey. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down. Handoff goes to Dobbins, running left. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Broncos clinging to a 1-point lead. 2nd down now. They need 7. Running it again with Dobbins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4th. Back to throw. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown! They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
Ready.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Madden.
He'll look to throw it. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Trying to push deep downfield. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. To throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and long. Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. All set to go now from the 35. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Oh, he lost the football. And they jump on top of it. Oh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. They're going to pass it here. They did it! He made the interception! Quay Walker in to pick it off. So the Broncos right out of here with a win on the road. And there was no easing up.
Trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away from my wrist so quick, I'm getting used to up. Tend to think in 1,000 thoughts. I'll pop through north to the voice, get bored. Endless stairs in a sinking door. I search for things I don't need no more. Baby, I'm typically every day come cool.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go from South Philly. This one is going to... through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing to begin, it's Hurts. That's caught, Saquon Barkley. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. Now he takes off. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is caught. What a throw. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a game of about 1. Sidney Brown, they're on the tackle. Play action now. It's Nix. Open man downfield. That's Ingram. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Dobbins is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. forced to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Hurts. He's got it inside the 5. And he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, offensive coordinator's script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive. They've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, they continue to build on this lead here early. This is going to be a long day for this defense.
Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's Dobbins, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end. 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Brown. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Hurts to the air on 1st down. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football at their own 23. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. He'll work forward for a couple. Jalen Phillips in on the stop. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. We'll go play action with Nix. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big-time play for the Broncos. 33 yards. Now it's Dobbins. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. One quarter in the books. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly. In a moment, an enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down. To throw is Nix. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll throw. It's Nix. Offensive line did their part, but the rush finally gets home and brings them down. from the gun on third down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jacorian Bennett. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth down. A first down throw for Hurts. Out to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down. First carry for Saquon Barkley. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On third down, here's Hurts. Forced out wide. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Hurts. That's caught. It's the tight end, Dallas Goedert. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Hurts will try it again. This one is caught by Dotson. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, Philadelphia.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient so far.
And he will get into the end zone. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Nix, now to throw it here on first down. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Eagles recover the football. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds, so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. They'll give it to Dobbins. Able to break a tackle as he powers forward 4 yards. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive. Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up first and goal.
Harvey trying to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 2 now, here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Broncos. His second touchdown of this first half. And he takes it into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Going up top. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. A run with Dobbins. They work forward to the 40-yard line. Nolan Smith makes the tackle. 2nd and 5. Now, faking the give. He's going to air this one out. That is caught! And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. They'll go with him again. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Nix. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6. The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal. On 4th down, here's Nix. And this is caught. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. Nix and the Broncos now will line up and go for 2. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught left side by Dobbins. he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Hurts. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. Saquon. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Barkley trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. They'll run with Barkley. And once again, nothing there. Stopped short with no gain. Now, fourth and goal.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a fourth and goal try.
And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on fourth and goal. Travis start on the ground, and nothing doing there. Might get it out to the 2, but that's all. Here's a second and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got his tight end, it's Ingram. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Dobbins going to get it now as we start the 4th. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And it'll be a pickup of 3, so third down forthcoming. Here's Nix to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down. Nix gonna throw for it. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 32 yards. Off the play fake, here's Nix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. They'll look to throw again. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Back to throw is Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And he is going to have a Broncos first down by a good couple of yards. They will indeed get the conversion on 4th and 10. On the toss, they'll run. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Man in motion is Ingram. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal. Good running gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A run on 1st and goal. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. 70 seconds left to go in this game. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Touchdown, Broncos. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos are going to open up the lead to 8. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A pass caught by Saquon. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Barkley. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Now, a big 3rd down. Now, Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of 38 yards. That's good for the Eagles. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Exiting the pocket right. And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game. The last touchdown, that was only half the battle. Now they've got to get the 2-point conversion to tie this game up. Rolling right. And he'll try for the pylon, but they're going to mark him out short as the attempt for 2 is unsuccessful. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
From from the 35. It's 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one.